is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious corn tortillas from scratch. Once you've tried them, you'll never want to go back to the store-bought ones. In this bowl I have 1 cup of corn flour mixed with 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to add to that 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water, and in that I have added 1/2 teaspoon of vegetable oil. I'm just using extra virgin olive oil. And I am just going to take the spatula and mix these ingredients together. And what we want to do is come up with the consistency of like a Play-Doh. What we want to do is just mix it up. If it's a little bit too wet, all we have to do is add a little bit more corn flour. If it's a little too dry, we can add some more water, 1 tablespoon or so at a time. And we can see it is wanting to stick together. So it's looking pretty good to me. Alright, with my hands I formed this into a ball. And what I'm going to do is just cover it up with a damp cloth and allow this to sit and rest for 5 minutes. My dough has rested for about 5 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is take roughly a couple tablespoons of the dough, roll it into a ball. That's probably a little bigger than what I need. And if you have a tortilla press, that would be great. Line your tortilla press with some plastic wrap and flatten it out. Well, I don't have one, so I'm using parchment paper as an experiment here to just roll it out with a rolling pin. There's got to be another way to do it if you don't have a tortilla press, so I'm going to find that way and show you along the way. In the meantime, I have a cast iron skillet warming up, and I took 1 teaspoon of olive oil and put it in the pan, and then I took a napkin and just spread that oil all around and wiped up any excess with it, and that pan is heating up right now. Looks good so far. So what we're going to do is once that pan is hot, we're going to put this on the stove, and I'll move the camera and show you what we're doing. All right, my skillet is hot. I'm going to take the formed tortilla, turn it upside down so it can fall off the parchment paper, and allow it to cook on there until it starts to bubble a little bit and dry out a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it and allow this top side to cook and brown, and then I'm going to turn it back over and allow the first side to finish browning, and then I'm going to take it out and store it temporarily between sheets of wax paper. You could do it between sheets of damp paper towels. That would work very, very well, or damp towels. When I'm all done, I'm going to keep these between layers of wax paper, put them in a freezer bag, put that in a solid round container, and store them in the freezer until I want to eat them. And then I can just take 1 or 2 out at a time, and they will be fresh that way. Okay, this is easily movable, so I'm going to turn it over. You could see the first side was starting to cook. You can see the little areas there where it's starting. So now I'm going to let this sit and brown on that side and flip it over and repeat the process. As you can see, I have a lovely stack of corn tortillas here ready to go. They're stacked between layers of wax paper. I'm going to store them wrapped up tightly in the freezer, and they will keep for me until I'm ready. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Have a wonderful day.